Good morning. It's Theresa, Ketofatgurlnomore. I have the day off today, so I decided I would do a video and give you a recap of what's been going on in my life for the last 5 or 6 months. Because I know I have a lot of new subscribers that don't know about my past or what I've been through or why I started keto. But I wanted to kind of just go over it a little bit because I know sometimes when I say things, people are lost because they don't have any clue to what I'm saying. So, first of all, when I first started my channel, I was living in a house with my daughter and my husband, and about a month and a half, maybe 2 months after I started my channel, we had to leave the house. The guy that owned the house that we were living in, he wanted to rent it out to family members because within like 3 days after we were out of that house, he had a whole truckload of people in there already. So it was obvious that's what he was doing. But he gave us 30 days to get out, and it was just all a mess. So within those couple of weeks when we were trying to get moved, my husband lost his job, and then my engine blew on my car. I had a Kia Sportage. And so when all this happened, it just all came down at the same time. It was so stressful. We didn't know what we were going to do. It was just horrible. So anyways, I went to go, we stayed with a couple people like here and there for a couple of weeks and stayed in a motel. We did what we could do. And my husband was still going to work, like doing side jobs. My husband's a concrete finisher. So he was, getting side jobs here and there, doing like a sidewalk or a driveway or a patio, whatever he could do. But my husband, I'll tell you something about my husband. My husband has cirrhosis of the liver, and he's already done, interferon treatments, which is chemo, like a small dosage of chemo. He did it for 2 years on and off, and it gave him a lot of nerve damage. It gave him a lot of issues that affect him now and affect him with, while he's working. So he has a hard time, doing the same kind of work that he was doing before. He gets a lot of leg cramps, and he can't remember measurements like he used to be able to. It's just affected him in a really bad way. So at this point in time, he went to go stay with some friends because he was remodeling some stuff in their house, and I went to go stay with my parents. So I stayed with my parents for like 5 or 6 months, and my youngest daughter, went to go stay with my oldest daughter because I didn't want to take her out of school. So she was staying with my daughter, Allie, and she was taking her to school. I didn't have a car to get her back and forth, but my oldest daughter said she would do it. So she was doing that for me. So this whole time, mind you, I'm still doing keto. I haven't, messed up. I'm not doing lazy keto. I'm doing strict keto. I'm tracking on MyFitnessPal. This whole time. And I want to say that during this time, with all this stress and all these things coming on us, that's what kept me going, was being so strict on keto. It kept me going. It kept me on track. It kept me focused, even though I had tunnel vision. I remember my parents getting so mad at me because I would always be on YouTube. I was, making videos or talking to y'all. They would get irritated with me, and they thought I wasn't being a good mom because I was always on my phone and, yada, 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 whatever. But they didn't realize that that's how I was dealing with my situation. That's how I was coping. That's how I was being able to not have full-on anxiety attacks every day or falling into depression like I used to. That's how I was able to, stay on track. So, it doesn't matter what people are saying to you. It doesn't matter if people think you're going to fail or if they're always on your case and being negative is all get out. It doesn't matter. You can still do it, because if I can do keto, anybody could do keto, because I have gone through so much in the last 6 months, and I have stayed keto this whole time, and I'm down 69 pounds. if I could do this, anybody could do this. So all the excuses that you tell yourself why you can't do keto, they're just excuses. If you just get your head in the game, it's all a mind game. If you get your head in the game and you get focused, you can do it. Like I said, if I could do this, anybody could do it. So at this point in time, I had been staying with my parents for these months, getting my daughter on the weekends, only seeing my husband once or twice a week. It was really rough. It was getting harder and harder on me. And then my parents, they didn't want me to stay with them any longer because they live in a 55 plus, and it was just too stressful for them. With neighbors and stuff. They were afraid, somebody was going to tell on them that I was staying there. So I told them that I would be gone by November the 1st. Well, my biggest focus this whole time has been to get a car. So the end of August, beginning of September, I got a job. And mind you, the first application I put in someplace, I got a job. So I got a job at the Dollar Tree. And I'm only making $11 an hour, which that's minimum wage here in California. And they only do 4-hour shifts. So, how am I going to make enough money to move out, on 4-hour shifts, checks that are like $200, every 2 weeks. So I had to make myself available in a way that they would call me, no matter what. So that's what I've done. So whenever somebody calls in sick, no matter if it's an overnight shift, no matter if it's an early morning, a late night, whatever it is, except for the time I go to church on Sunday mornings, I will take those shifts, except for, between 9 and 1 o'clock on Sundays. I won't take that shift. So I made myself available. I started getting more hours. And on October the 30th, I decided I was going to go look at these cars. And that's what I did. I have a friend that her husband works at a dealership, and he helped me out, and I was able to get this car. And I told y'all about the car. The car is a blessing. But in my mind, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking if I can get a car, at least then, I have some place to sleep, if I don't have a place. So it was such a huge thing for me to get a car, because not only do I have wheels now and I can get to work and I can go pick up my daughter. I've been taking my daughter to school, picking her up, taking my husband to all of his doctor's appointments, doing what we got to do. I can go to work at 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, because I don't have to walk anymore. I can drive myself. So this is what it boils down to. We're living in the car, and I'm still on keto. Yes, I'm still on keto. I'm doing it. I'm rocking keto in the car. And I'm so proud of myself. And to all y'all that have all these excuses to why you can't do keto, look at me. I have had so many obstacles in the last 6 months, and I have stayed keto the whole time. And if I can do this, anybody can do this. I'm telling you, anybody can do keto. You just got to have your head on straight. You just got to have your mind made up that you want to do keto. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter how negative people are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you want to lose weight and you want to take your life back and you want to be healthy. And like me, I want to live a longer life so I could be here for my grandkids. I was able to take my granddaughter to the park by myself and have a blast with her on Saturday. That's something I couldn't have done a year ago because I was in so much pain and I was miserable. And there's no way I could have done it, not being on keto. So yeah, it's harder being in the car. It's harder because I can't cook. I can't eat the things that I want to eat. But I'm going to tell you what I am eating. And it's still keto, but of course it's not, the ideal keto, but it's still keto friendly. In the beginning, I was just eating pepperoni and cheese because I had a big bag of pepperoni and a big bag of cheese. So I was eating that for both of my meals during the day. But then I got paid and I was able to get some groceries. So now I have like, and I know this is not ideal. I know there's a lot of people that are against this, but I buy the Quest bars. I take those to work with me. I was doing a lot of intermittent fasting for months. For like 9 months, I intermittent fasted like every single day. Every once in a while, I would take a day off, like maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday. But for the most part, just straight full-blown intermittent fasting for 9 months, just at least 6 days a week. So now that I'm in the car and I'm going to work a lot, you know, these early shifts, on my first break, I'll eat a Quest bar and I'll drink like a water or a Coke Zero. Coke Zeros are getting me through, and I know a lot of y'all are against sodas, but Coke Zeros get me through, you know, the time. So this is what's getting me through. Coke Zero, spirulina, and keto. Those 3 things together, that's what's giving me the energy that I need to be able to do these crazy shifts, because I'll have a shift where I have to be to work at 1 o'clock in the morning and I'll work till 9 in the morning. And then I have to go back like the following day early in the morning or sometimes later in the evening. It's just, they're all over the board, but I take whatever they give me because I need the money. So we're going to be getting a place pretty soon. I'm hoping within the next week. We have some people that are going to be helping us out because of my husband's health issues. They have programs that help you, and I would have never been able to find out about these programs if I didn't have a car, but now that I have a car, I've been able to go around and find out about stuff. So we're trying to get him on disability. We got a lawyer and trying to get him on disability, trying to get a place. But for right now, I'm in the car, me, my husband, and my 2 dogs. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm with my husband, and that's all that matters. And it's my life, and I can live my life the way I want to live it. And I want to live it doing keto, and that's what I'm doing. So y'all have a blessed day. Hold on a second. Somebody keeps calling me. Have a blessed day. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I will try to have better content from here on out. I just wanted to let y'all know, my faithful subscribers, what's going on in my life and why I haven't been, you know, telling you about the foods that I'm eating and telling you my macros and everything. It's just been a wild ride, and it's not over yet, but I just wanted to let you know what was going on. So y'all have a great day. God bless you, and enjoy your families. Bye.